F6 or F7. I'm not sure
No,
where you
just
are.
we're trying to hit F5. We're F4, getting ready to hit F5. So,
Nice, good for you, man.
but what I'm doing is kind of going on a little bit live here for everybody to come on board, let it know that our page is live, and I've got Sung Kim on, and we're kind of going to be talking about. I've had some phone calls this week about how do you decipher or how do you tell whether the store is a corporate store or an independently owned store. We're going to kind of go over that, and then what do you do if it is corporate? What do you do if it's independently owned? Some things like that. Um, and then I'm gonna let Sung chime in on his expertise on what he know on what he knows. So how's everything going in Washington?
It's hectic. It's good. It's busy. There's a lot of activity just on the Wake Up Now front. I tested a couple stores last week, not too many, and the price point definitely. They're looking at the margin. They're asking me how I can get that down. They asked me if that's the wholesale price. I said that's not the regular wholesale price. I said that's to be determined based on kind of the R&D we're doing right now in the field. So they're like, okay. So I've gotten some interest. They like the drink definitely. So.
That's a good deal because right now, going over everything, we're in over 20 stores here in Austin, and,
That's crazy.
and I'm figuring out the price point, the margins, and everything right now, and basically reporting back to Wake Up Now and telling them what I'm finding out and everything. So yeah, right now we're just kind of going in stores and saying, hey, we just want you to try this. As distributors, we're not going to make any money right off the bat. We're selling to the stores for $2 a can, and by doing that, that does a couple of things. Wake Up Now doesn't want us, the stores, to be selling the cans for less than $2. So right now, if we give them the cans for $2 a can, then it lets them know that hey, they're going to have to charge more than $2 a can, and that's kind of why we're having this little pre-launch going on right now. And I placed some cases when I very a couple months ago at the $2 a can price, and one store wanted 20 cans to try out, which is $40, which is fine. And if some stores want 15, 20 cans to try out, charge them $2 a can. That way, we're breaking even on it, but we're also, laying a foundation for, where these markets are going to carry this drink, when we do launch this. And then once we do launch this, we're going to have our margins set where our people are going to be making money and our stores are going to make money. Or it's, if we can't make money, the stores can't make money, then there's no reason in doing this. So we have a good system in place that we're working on right now. We should have some good price points coming up here in the next hopefully 30 to 60 days. So that's what we're doing there. So it is now 9 o'clock, and I want to go ahead and get this rolling. This is Thunder Hangout Live number 4. I'm Ed Kilgore, and we got Sung Kim on here out of Washington. And what we're going to talk about tonight is when you're out going to stores, you're prospecting, whether it's a health place, a gym, or a smoothie shop, juice store, convenience store, whatever it is. Okay, I like to go in, carry the can of Thunder, and be like, this is Thunder. It's healthy energy drink. Who would I need to speak with about bringing this into this establishment? Or who would I speak with about bringing it into this store or gym or whatever? And then you just be quiet and you listen to what they say, because it could be the owner you're talking to, it could be a manager that makes the decisions, or it could be just an employee that's going to point you out to the owner or manager that makes the decisions. So you just basically break the ice. Here's a can of Thunder. It's healthy energy. Who do I need to speak with about bringing this into this establishment or bringing it in the store? And then once you do that, you've broken the ice. The hard work's done, because they're going to tell you, I'm the owner, and we have a contract with all these other people, we can't do it, or this is a corporate store, and you say, oh, okay, great, well, who would I need to contact? And every time I've done that, they've come up with the phone number. to corporate office, 9 times out of 10, or a website where you can go to. So, when you go in there and you break the ice, you just listen, and once you listen, you're going to hear exactly what you need to do. I always make sure I have my notepad with me, and I write everything down. Whenever I write down, the first thing I write down is the name of the store and the address, and then I get the contact information. The whoever makes the decision, where it's the owner, the manager, whatever, and I try and get a phone number. But as long as you have the store name or the establishment name and the address, you're good. Then you write down everything you need to know. And we're coming up with a route sheet as well. And on the route sheet, I've got name of store, location, address, contact person, phone number, cases sold and the price, money collected, a tasting date and time, because once you place a case, you want to make sure you follow up with a tasting. And then if they owe money, like some stores say, yeah, let's put it in now, and we'll pay you at the tasting, and then follow up with other notes. That's right now what I have as far as a route sheet goes. And so you go in the store, you find out what you got to find. You find out whether it's a corporate store, whether it's independently owned, who you need to talk to, and all that. You do all that right up front, okay? And it doesn't take long. This is simple. This is so easy. You're just going in. Hello, my name is Ed Kilgore. I have a brand new product to this area. Say you're in Washington or you're in Oklahoma. Hello, my name is Ed Kilgore. I have a brand new product called Thunder. It's new to this area. I'm the person that's bringing it here to Oklahoma, or I'm the person bringing it here to Washington, and it's a healthy energy drink. And I just put my finger on healthy energy drink, let them see Thunder, and I say, who do I need to speak with about bringing it in here? That's it. It's simple. Simple. Hello, my name is. This is Thunder energy drink. It's a healthy energy drink. I like to throw in every now and then. I throw in it has no sugar. Who do I need to speak with about bringing it in here? And then that lets you know what you have to do. So if you have to call corporate, you call corporate, whatever. You always follow up every time you go into a store, you break the ice, you get the information, always follow up at least 3 to 5 times. At least. Okay? If you don't follow up, I've got something hanging up right here. It says sales statistics. 48% of the salespeople never follow up with a prospect. Okay? Then it goes, 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. Really? Second contact and stop? You've already broken ice. You've done all the hard work. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. 2% of salespeople are made on the first contact. 2% of the sales are made on the first contact. Remember that. 2% of your sales are made on your first contact. 3% of the sales are made on the second contact. 5% of the sales are made on the third contact. 10% of the sales are made on the fourth contact. And then I have 80% of the sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. There you go. 3 to 5 times minimum. Okay? And I'm finding that out as I've been going through. I've got all my sheets written out. I'm taking very good notes on what I'm doing, and we're compiling, everything we need to know. And I'm finding out the follow-up is huge. So once you find out, what's going on, who you need to contact, if the decision maker is there, then you basically, you tell them, say, hey, when I bring this in, I support you. I help you sell the product that I'm putting in here. I just don't drop you a case off and leave. Okay? So you tell them, you say, hey, I'm going to put your store on social media. That's what Christine and I have been doing. I'm going to put you out there where other people can see, where they need to go to purchase this. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a tasting. I'm going to bring my product and I'm going to pour, like I said, in little 2-3 ounce cups. You just pour about an ounce, ounce and a half, let them taste it, and you tell the store owner it's not going to cost them a penny. But when you do the tasting, they're going to go to the refrigerator and they're going to pull the Thunder out, and I guarantee you they're going to buy it. I've been getting an average of, if I sample 5 cans, an ounce and a half pour, and it's an 8-ounce can, 8.4-ounce can, so you're going to get 4 or 5 pours. So every 5 cans, I'm selling at least 8 to 12 cans for that store. So you figure that out, and what's going on here, you're getting the drink, the Thunder, into the person's mouth, letting them taste it. Okay, we don't have any big advertising campaign or anything like that, so it's all left up to us. Okay, when we place a case, you have to follow up, and you got to ensure your own success. Tastings are huge. I've suggested, and we've got some stickers, little 4x6 stickers that you can hang on the glass door of the refrigerators. Those are on the way, so we're kind of getting everything taken care of. Everything that I run into out in the field, I'm reporting back to Wake Up Now, and we're trying to get it all taken care of. So, with that being said, I'm gonna let Sung Kim chime in here and give what he knows.
All right, thanks, Ed. Big thing about what we're doing, and when I go out, I've been finding out another thing that really gets you in the door is saying that we don't have aspartate in the drinks, and that's something I've done. A lot of these energy drinks, a lot of Coca-Cola diet products have aspartate. That's a big selling point. I mean, there's no actual conclusive evidence that it's damaging for you, but there are a lot of compelling, like, just random studies being done. A lot of people are more health conscious about aspartate. So I would say really lead with that too. It's not only healthy, it's there's no aspartate in here. People really kind of perk their ears when they hear that. So I've been getting some appointments, and I just really started hitting the B2B scene last week. So that's my tip of the day, and like Ed said, it's about persistence. I did outside sales, and it's true. When you get the 5th contact, they really seem interested. It's really a follow-up game more than a closing game. So if you're persistent and can really consistently follow up and be organized about that, you're in the door. I mean, that's as simple as that. I couldn't agree with Ed more. So that's really it, Ed. My things are short and sweet. So
yeah, and another thing, Sung was talking about no aspartame. We also, our drink has no taurine, and Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, all those have taurine in it, and taurine is really not good for your heart. And it's just really not good for you at all. And if you look at our drink, it's B vitamins, B6 and B12 and green tea. And, when you figure that out and you look at 2 grams of carbohydrates, which is 1%, it's really not bad at all. And the sweetener we use, sucralose, I'm finding out that out of 10 people or 15 people that I go to, 1 will point that out, and that's about it. The other thing that we have is the red number 40. Another 1 out of 15 is pointing that out. So if those are the only 2 things, and that is the only 2 things that I've encountered, and I've hit probably 100 stores, I combat that with there's no taurine, there's no sugar, okay? It's as healthy an energy drink as you're going to get. So, and, when I combat with that, it's been working. I haven't had any problems. Basically, out of about 75 to 100 stores, I think 3 or 4 were just a no-go at the red dye and the sucralose. So that's what I've got on it, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we're going to have a lot more information on what's going on and our price points and how we're going to be doing this as distributors. So that's all I've got for now. I appreciate everybody getting on. Keep this one short and sweet. Just go in and talk to the stores, figure out what they are. Just figure out, are they independently owned, are they corporately owned, and who you need to talk to, and that's it. And once you find that out, it's, hey, are you ready for a case? Are you ready for me to come back and do a tasting? and have cases in your car to put on them. And if they only want 12 or 20, then that's what you give them. Just make sure you take notes, write it all down, write down what you're doing, because when you start hitting 10, 20, 30 markets, you're not going to remember everything. So make sure you write it down, and then every now and then some markets are going to want a sample. They're going to want you to leave them one can. That's kind of up to you. Usually I'll leave it. Another time I'll be like, well, I'm going to come back and I want to speak to the decision maker. And then at that time, if the decision maker wants a can, that's how I, keep from just giving out a bunch of cans. So that's it. Sung, you got anything else?
No, I'm good. I just encourage everyone to reach out to Eterai if you have any questions on the B2B scene, because it's a very different animal, and we both have extensive experience in that aspect. So feel free to reach out to us, because our goal is to really help everyone, because the more we get collectively information to help us better penetrate businesses. And like I said the last couple of weeks, just make sure we also have TaxBot too. So guys, make sure you're really just being a multi-service to these guys, because if you can't, if you don't waste your time and just be like, all right, well, we also have this, because remember, just open up with questions too about their taxes in the middle of building a report too. So that's all I have.
Cool. It's all about relationships and building rapport. The better the relationship, the more cases you're going to sell.
Yep.
And thanks again. Appreciate it, Sung. And we're going to sign off for now.